Welcome back to Binkerbelle's Yarning. Today is Tuesday, September 10th, and we're doing our knit ridging today. So this is square 7 or 8, I can't remember off the top of my head now. Anyways, so like before, we're going to cast on 30 stitches, just like that, in whatever your preferred method is. And again, we're using a 7mm needle and 4 weight or worsted weight yarn. Okay, so again, this is only one way of doing cabling, ridging. I have a bad habit of calling it cabling for some reason. I don't understand why. There are multiple ways to do it. We're doing a 3x3. Okay, so that means there'll be 3 knit and 3 purl all the way across. So we're going to knit 1. We always knit 1 and we always knit 1 at the end. And then we're going to go in there. We knit 2. And then we're going to purl 3. So bring our yarn to the front and purl 3. 1, doesn't want to go today. There we go. 2 and 3. And we're going to bring our yarn back to the back of the needle, and we're going to knit 3 more. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to bring our yarn to the front, and we're going to purl 3. 1, 2, 3, and knit 3 again, so yarn in back, knit 1, knit 2, knit 3. Now if you need a refresher on knitting and purling, don't forget to check out my videos for basics and dishcloths. We're going to purl 3. 1, 2, 3. Yarn in front. 1, sorry, yarn in back, not yarn in front. 2 and 3, and then yarn in front. 1, 2, put more yarn here. 3. I remember with ridging you can do 1x1s, 2x2s, 3x3s. Depending on how many you choose to do will determine how wide your in front, how wide your ridges are. Purl 2, and like I said at the beginning, we're going to knit the first and the last. Through the loop. Ooh. I find my first cast on stitch is always difficult. So there we go. And then going back the other way, we are going to knit the knits. Going back the other way, we are going to knit each stitch. All the way across. Get my needle in there. Make sure that you count your stitches regularly, just to make sure that you have 30 at all times. You know, sometimes it's easy to miss stitches or drop stitches, especially when you're learning. So always make sure that you maintain 30 stitches on your hook, sorry, on your needles. Oop. Totally missed that one. There we go. Like I said before, this is simply one way of doing it. You can always purl on the off rows, which gives it a completely different look. And ridging is really good for the bottom part of hats, for the wrist part of mittens or sweaters. Also great for the bottom part of a sweater. It gives it kind of a stretchy fabric and adds a little bit of texture to whatever it is that you're making. I also like doing it on borders for blankets. So you incorporate the ridging in at the beginning and the end of your piece. It just gives it an interesting look on the border. Almost there. There we go. All the way to the end. And now the repeat is the same. You're going to knit 1, knit 2, purl 3, knit 3, purl 3, knit 3, purl 3, all the way across. Your last 3 will be a 2 purl and 1 knit, and then you knit all the way back again. So, providing you follow the pattern, this is what it will look like. Okay, so you have your knit stitches and you have your purl stitches. Right, and as you can see, it looks narrow, but it really isn't. It's just the way that the fabric stretches, just like that. Okay, and you're going to do a total of 44 rows after your cast on up to your cast off, and you're going to cast off with all knits, because the 44th row coming back is your knit row, and you're going to cast off in knitwise. Okay, so if you need to remember how to cast off, go ahead and take a look at my knitting for crocheters or my knit dishcloths. Okay, so that's ridging in knit. And we'll see you tomorrow for We Learn Wednesday. Have a good one.